you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle.
All right, in the interest of time, let's keep rolling on. Headline number 4, Signet Jewelry is rolling out fine jewelry rental. According to Chain Storage, the program, initially piloted this past spring, is available through a partnership between Zales and Rocksbox, the jewelry rental subscription platform that Signet acquired in 2021.
Not a box of rocks.
Yeah, possibly my favorite name for a startup ever, Ed, Rocksbox. The program is available by appointment at 50 Zales stores across the country and meant to be an affordable fine jewelry option for special occasions. There is also an exclusively designed collection for the rental program, which features 36 pieces consisting of necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings, and the jewelry is all fashioned in 10,000 carat, or 10 carat, not 10,000, 10 carat white gold and hand set with lab created diamonds. For those interested, this is cool. You can rent items for 14 days for 5% of the purchase price. And then you also have the option to purchase anything you rent by applying the rental fee towards the end purchase. To give you some idea of what we're talking about here, the purchase prices range from $1,000 to $10,000 with rentals starting as low as $50. Abhinav, I'm actually going to go to you on this one first.
Bling, bling.
Bling, bling.
Yeah.
Bling, bling goes the trolley. All right. Do you like this move in the fine jewelry space? And what do you think it says more broadly about resale, if anything at all?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to try and test. And they are doing it in 50 stores, which is great. I think this model has been played out in apparel a lot. You've seen it in multiple places. I think the businesses get to a certain size, and then after that, it doesn't scale. Rent the Runway is an example. In bridesmaid dresses, there were a bunch of them. My wife had a startup where she rented bridesmaid dresses. So it definitely has legs, but it caps off at a certain limit in the apparel space.
What do you mean by that? Like, what are the limiting factors?
Limiting factors are, I think, the customers who are looking for this kind of service are limited in the market. It's not a sort of very large market is the way I think about it in apparel. In jewelry, it may be different because jewelry is more pricey. Jewelry has more special occasions where you can go for and look for. So I am interested to see what the outcome is. I think it may work. Given, but again, the thing is, the one thing that I don't like about this experiment is you have to show up in the store.
Interesting.
That is a friction point. Because you have to go to the store and you have to go through that experience. I just wonder if you could do eventually with an online experience where you shop for it, it is shipped to you, you use it, you send it back. But that's the only thing that I'm a little surprised by, but I like the experiment. And as we said earlier, unless you try, you won't know.
Got it. Yeah, no, I like this too. I mean, I like the high price point angle to this. I think for me, it gets people potentially into the jewelry buying experience that might not have been in there otherwise, which was kind of captivating for me. Like maybe I go get a pinky ring for $50 for the weekend or something like that.
Oh my God, that is the worst image I could put in my brain.
I know, but like it gets you thinking. And I imagine there's a lot more people out there that actually want to get jewelry that this affords them the ability to do that. Manola, what do you think here? Anything you'd add?
Yeah, I mean, so a couple things, right? When I was thinking about this from an operational perspective, I like jewelry as like a rental category because I think a lot of the challenges in profitability with apparel were around the, having to dry clean and kind of get it ready for that next consumer, right? People will stain things. So, and you need to get X number of wears out of something, before you turn a profit. But so not as much a problem in jewelry, right? It's lower cost to kind of maintain it. It's a hard metal thing, so it's not gonna, hopefully sustain as much damage. So from that point, I get it. I also like it in the sense of, it feels very like an Oscars moment, for special occasions, I'm borrowing these diamonds. So I get that resonating from a consumer perspective. To me, the big question mark is they're really up against kind of, fashion jewelry, and kind of you can get a similar look at a pretty low cost and keep it, right? Versus, the wanting to will people want to rent it when it's, yes, it's diamonds and it's gold, but they don't get to keep it. So, there isn't kind of that equity that people perceive in buying fine jewelry. So that to me is a question mark. Can I get a better, a nice looking fake for cheaper and get to keep it, or is the emotional element there?
And without the risk of losing it or having the dog eat it and being on the hook for it too,
Right.
which is another important point too. And why don't you have the final word here and then lead us into headline 5?
I think this is just really smart. I mean, it makes sense to do it as a test. I think, as Abhinav mentioned, there's going to be some friction points. What are you actually getting inside the store? And is that collection, because the Zales assortment that's in the store is not the same as the box of rocks is what I keep calling it, as the rocks box assortment. And that, like, I think you, like Manola's saying, like, this is already part of a lot of the other rental services, jewelry as a component. So it, you feel a little less guilty if you lost a $30 pair of earrings versus, a $3,000 pair of earrings. So I think it's worth the test though.